Boom! Jason J. Boom Leagard here. Monday night after a funky, fresh-tastic, funkadelic, ridiculous weekend. Rocking it out with my peoples at ILN Unleashed down here in Tempe. And I got a funky, funny, ridiculous little story here of an experience I had with one of my new partners in crime of, let's see, what would be a partner in crime of random movie quotes, weird voices, and just oddball humor. That would be Heather Martens. Also the bringer of a new term to the J Boom brand. She brought to me as a gift, Boomzilla. That's pretty cool. Apparently that's a very, very large lizard that destroys Japan while wearing fedoras. I'm guessing. I wanted to share this experience I had during the VIP party bus experience this weekend. And for me, it represents a very interesting example of why myself and all the people that I hung out with this weekend are working so hard to achieve lifestyle freedom. So you're going to get a bonus here. You're going to get a funny story, and I'm going to drop some wisdom on you. A couple points, actually. Here's what went down. So we're rolling in the VIP party bus. It's Saturday night. We go, we're having some beverages, we're rocking the tunes in the bus, we're cruising, we're heading for this awesome pizza place. Get to the pizza place, we're there for a little bit, all of a sudden we are informed of the fact that we have killed the bus. Somehow, on the way there, I don't know if there's too many people, if there's issues with the bus beforehand, I don't know what happened, but it was done for the evening. So, Mark Hoverson informed us of that, said, hey, I got good news, bad news. Good news is we killed the bus. Number two, we're going to be here for a while as they bring a couple to help, get us down the road. So for about the next hour, we're just all hanging out on the sidewalk in front of this pizza place. And people are joking and laughing. I continue to enjoy some beverages and bumping some tunes, whatever. So at one point, Heather Martens and I are standing in front of the bus. We're chatting, whatever, joking around. And we start talking about how earlier on the bus, how just blazing hot it was. About 40 to 50 people on this thing. Everybody's dancing, you have body heat, it's Arizona, the air conditioning, something was funky, I don't know. So we're standing there, and she turns to me, and she gets like this goofy face on, and she goes, yes, it got a bit SCHWEATY. And I kind of gave her this look of like, what was that? Because I didn't quite hear it. So she takes a step closer to me and goes, SCHWEATY? And it's like in this ridiculous, like Austin Powers type voice. So the second time I hear the joke, and so I like bend over, like hands on knees, as I just start to bust up. Now at this point, I don't know if she thought he still didn't hear the joke, or she's like, no, 2 times isn't enough. I need a third one because he's not laughing hard enough. I don't know what's going through this woman's mind. But she takes these 2 little baby steps, leans down, and then says, SCHWEATY? And like even more intense Austin Powers voice. I literally thought I was going to rupture a spleen. I am laughing so hard, and then of course she's laughing at how I'm laughing, and it just got insane for like 5 minutes straight. So, that was awesome. I mean, that was like one of the high points of the weekend for me as far as like just funny, goofy things. And also too, as a result of that experience, I also realized something else very interesting about Heather. If Jim Carrey was a woman, he would be Heather. Just saying. I mean, she's already, because I think he's Canadian, she's Canadian. It just makes sense because she's got the ability to do funny voices. She can do weird expressions, so she's got it down. She's got it down. Why am I telling you this? Hopefully you got a laugh out of this story. Maybe it's just funny when you're there. I don't know, and I don't care. The point of this is, initially I was not going to be able to experience the VIP party bus. And how I was able to do that, that's a whole different video. Very powerful stuff. I'll talk about that specifically later. The point of this is, so, two things. Number one, when it comes to SCHWEATY, two things in regards to that as an entrepreneur and a pursuer of lifestyle freedom. Number one, this is the more basic one, but the simple stuff is usually the most powerful, and we need to always be reminded of it, is that if you're going after big dreams, big goals, and you're not looking just to make, as far as the financial abundance, you're not like, yeah, I want to make a few extra $100 a month, something like that. That's a little different. When you're going after abundance as far as like pursuing a freedom lifestyle, just abundance that just is so overflowing that you're not even thinking about the money anymore, that's different. And if you're going after that, like I'm positive everybody I hung out with this weekend is doing, I know that's what I'm doing, so I J-Boom puts it in every day no matter what, you're going to get SCHWEATY. You are going to be drenched in the sweat of hard ass work. You're going to have to put it in. It's no joke. You're going to get SCHWEATY. Now that's the more simple lesson out of this funny story. The second one was, and that hit me today, is I was thinking about the fact that initially I was not going to, be able to do the VIP party bus. I thought about it. So if I don't find a way to make that happen, that moment, that hilarious high point moment for me and Heather does not happen. Okay? So here's what I thought about that when it came to that experience, is I realized something very profound, and it's a completely, and at least from my perspective, it's a completely different way to look at money. And I thought of that moment and how much we laughed, and just that, it solidified our connection as friends even deeper. So now we have this lifelong inside joke to where, like, I was doing it today. I would just randomly send her a Facebook message and say, "Are you SCHWEATY still?" It's just going to go on and on and on till the end of time. I'm sorry, Heather, deal with it. It's just going to happen. But here was the thing. I realized that money can make moments, because it took money for me to take advantage of that VIP party bus experience. The money allowed me to make that moment in my life. And it just, the simple phrase of that, money makes moments, it helped click even more for me on how I view finances, how I view savings, how I view just having abundance in your life, to make those moments, to at least have the opportunity to make those moments. Maybe they don't come, but you're putting yourself, you're allowing yourself to be put in those positions of opportunity. It's beyond just looking at money as, oh, it's a tool to pay my bills, pay my electric bill, phone bill, to have, whatever, cool TV, to travel, blah, 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 all the toys. That's one way to look at it. It is a tool. But to take it further and say money can make a moment, or at least allow one to happen. And that's what happened for me this weekend, and it helped me just really continue to stay in this flow of abundance, knowing that it's already here, it's continuing to come my way, and to my friends' lives, and people I care about around the world. So I just wanted to share that. Just for me, it was just, I don't know what it is about, funny voices and weird stuff like this, but that's my style of humor. And Heather, you slayed me with that one. You nearly knocked me out with that one, because like I said, I thought I was going to rupture something, and it was not going to be good. So with that, this is Jason J. Boom Leagard. I wish you the absolute best. And of course, as you allow money to make those moments for you, always come at it with gratitude is the attitude that gives your dreams altitude, and then you are set. And then you're also ready to go get SCHWEATY.